So this is a weird post for me, but I was thinking about something and I figured I would share it. So it's about longevity in the business. So I want to talk about how we look at people that are successful and what longevity means and what I used to think it meant and what I used to think about people that were successful. Very often we look at people that are successful and we say, that guy is a genius. I'm no genius. I can't do that. That guy had money from his family. I don't have that kind of money to start. That guy has something that I can never have, and that's why I can't do it. But the truth is, most people that are successful, even if they were a genius, and even if they had money that you don't have, what made them successful was that they were able to get through the difficult times. This business has a lot of difficult times, like every business does. And you hear these classic tales of people that were super successful, like Disney, who or Thomas Edison, who tried thousands of times for the light bulb and powered through that. And the truth is, the difference between people who are successful and people who are unsuccessful is that the people who are successful are determined to succeed and are willing to get through the difficult times. I read a great book by Ben Horowitz of Andreessen Horowitz. I forgot the name. I really should look it up. But he's a guy who had a startup tech company, and it was literally about to go under. He coined the term WFIO, which is WFIO, which means we're fucked, it's over. And basically, he's saying that there were a bunch of WFIO moments. He talks in his book about a situation where literally the tech business was imploding, and it was just mental toughness. It's not like something amazing happened to him. He decided he was going to just go through it and get past it. And I think mental toughness is the difference. Not, we look at people and we hear stories and they say we did the business and we made this change and it was all great from then. It just never happens that way. It's always a struggle. And the people that are determined to get through it are the people that are successful. So I remember I used to think of longevity. I remember we talk about baseball pitchers, right, who have 300 wins. And I used to say, who gives a crap if they have 300 wins? If they have 300 losses, they're just a 500 pitcher. And I used to think of people that are in the business a long time, who cares if they're not a superstar or success, then it doesn't matter. But the truth is the people, sorry, who are in business for themselves, who can stay long enough, right? I have incredible respect for people that are in this business and went through the crash in 08, 09, right? They survived that, right? Even if they have to declare bankruptcy, the fact that they're still in the business means that they got through it. And they're, I'm sure, much better off because of it, because they've seen what can happen when everything hits the fan. So my thoughts on longevity are that the people that can stay working for themselves and get through all of the WFIO moments and all the bad moments, sorry, I'm coughing, there's an amazing quality to their mental toughness. It's so easy to walk away. I spoke to a guy recently who was really down, and the guy, I know the guy on Facebook a little bit. I really don't know him, but I think he's a successful investor. And he said, "Give me a call." And I called the guy, and he goes, "Listen, I'm making a couple $1,000,000 a year." He goes, "But there's like 3 or 4 times I was about to shut down the business." He goes, "It gets better. You got to get through it, and you got to be mentally tough." And it was a very helpful call for me. It changed my whole attitude about it. And we all look at the people that are successful and we think they're just living this charmed life because of some advantage that they have or had that we don't have. But the truth is, it's just a matter of getting through those tough times and saying, I'm gonna find a way around it. And there is something to longevity. I mean, not sitting in a company working for IBM, which is fine if you want to do that. There's not much longevity there, right? Back in the 70s and 80s, you never get fired from those places. You can sit there and get your watch. But if you're in business for yourself and you can do it for a long time, it means you've gone through a lot of tough times. And it's important for everybody who's getting into the business to understand that there's no difference between you and the people that are successful, except that the people who are successful have failed a lot more than you and have decided that this is what they want to do and that they found a way around it. That's it. And if you're starting out at anything, you need to understand there's going to be failure, a lot of it in the beginning. Seth Godin has a great book called The Dip, where he talks about when you start something, it's great, and then there's this huge dip. And the dip is some kind of chasm, this huge gap that you have to overcome. And I mean, for example, he talks about like the dip for people trying to be doctors is usually um, what the hell is it's a difficult course in college called why am I drawing a blank on this? I'm really losing my mind. I think not biochemistry, organic chemistry, orgo. And for a lot of people, they can't get through that course. It's a difficult course, and some people do. And the people that get past it can go on, graduate, and go to medical school. Um, in every business and in our business, I can't tell you how many times there's been trouble and problems, and we had to get through it. And if you're going through any of those issues, you can call me, and I'll be happy to talk to you and discuss some of ours and discuss what I think you should do. But it's a famous thing when the going gets tough, keep going. You got to keep going if this is what you want. Um, so I have a different respect for people that are in business for themselves for a long time, because I know without a doubt they went through these whiffio moments where they thought everything was over, and they got through it, and it's changed my perspective on people. I'm wearing one of my Investor Fuel shirts. So one of the greatest things about Investor Fuel is as I said, I talk to people who went through that 2008 2009 debacle, right, where everybody thought that house prices were going up and will never come down. Well, I was in the mortgage business at the time, and we knew things were going bad, and things got bad in the mortgage business at that point. Um, but seeing people get through that and be better for it, even if they had financially troubling times, is a big deal. So I've changed my perspective on longevity. I think there is something to be respected there. If you can be around for a long time, it means something. And I think that if you're going through any kind of difficulty in this business or getting into this business and you think it's difficult, I would love to talk to you and help you in any way I can, because there is no straight line path to success. There's always that dip. There's always that situation where you're going to say, I should get the hell out of here. And if you can't handle it, maybe you should get out of there. But if this is what you really want, then you can power through it. And understanding that whatever the problem is right now, it's probably going to be better in the future is a big deal. And that's helped me out a lot mentally. Thinking that whatever's going on right now, we can get through it. I'm going to look back at this. Hopefully, I'm going to learn from this if it's a difficult time. And I think it's a big deal for you to have that attitude. So again, my phone number is below. It's my office number. You can call me. If we talk, I'll be happy. If you need more, I'll give you my cell phone. But I'm here to help you. Having the right attitude is a huge, huge deal. And you need to really understand that whatever the problem is, you need to look past it, and that everybody has those moments where they think it's over. And the people that are successful are the ones that get past that. Somehow they get past that. They don't accept defeat. They won't quit, and they'll keep going. So we're a little short on 10 minutes here, coming up on 9 minutes, but I just thought it was important because I was just thinking about those things. I thought I'd share it with you.